Hi, Chris. I'm just going to go through tickets in reverse. It's sometimes with the tickets, when you get a whole bunch in a row, it kind of confuses us, confuses me. I was hoping if you send a ticket and let me reply to one ticket. If you have to create multiple tickets, that's cool. I'd rather deal with 4 separate tickets all with the same subject matter than one great big string and have to go through and try and decipher which is which. But I'm going to do my best here. Um, Testing pages. So really there's a couple things you can do, and if you do these, follow this advice here, you'll never have a problem with your links breaking. Um, One is, let's say our home page is right here. Okay, first thing I want you to do is make sure your properties panel is turned on. So go to your Windows property panel, right? Double click on the link in your SPRY page there, and then you can use the point to file tool and just drag it over and drop it onto the page you want to link to. Okay, so here's our Pro Touring. Okay, and it's pointing to the index page. There's our hot rod. It's also pointing to the index page. All right, so let's take a look at Fessler Arms. Let's see if I can find out where that page may be coming from. Oh, how about this one here? Photography. That looks like it. There we go. Right, so if I double click in photography, or just click on one of the words, I mean you can double click or just click on it to whatever, right? Using the point to file tool, you just go over and drag and drop it onto the Fessler photography page like so, boom, and you're done. So that's all there is to doing with, to working with links. Okay, you do that, you'll never have a broken link. Okay, I'm going to take this tour, this Pro Touring page here, and see. You probably have you even created it yet? I'm going to link it to the one column page here because it's in a subfolder. So we've got Pro Touring, right? I'm going to just click on it here. I'm going to go to the point to file tool and drag and drop it onto the one column right here. Cool. All right, so now see how it goes to pages, one column. I'm going to save this to make sure that it updates every page in my site. So we can actually go to your Fessler projects and your Pro Touring, and then it should link to this one column page right here. So I'm going to let this finish updating. Okay, so it tells me that 86 of the 86 pages have been updated, so that means that 86 of the 87 pages actually have the menu top in them in this particular site. The storyboard, I know for a fact, does not, so that's probably the page it didn't update. Let's open up the About page. Let's just preview that in a browser, and let's go back to what we were doing here. We were taking a look at the Pro Touring. So Fessler Products. Oh, sorry, I hope I pronounced your name correctly there, Chris. And it's linking to the pages one column. So let's go to our browser. There we go. And look down on the bottom here. Look what happens when I hover over. It tells me pages one column. If I click here, up in the address bar, it takes me to the pages folder right there and the one column page. And here it is right here. Put your H16 tag right here. Okay. And if we open this up, well, I know that's the right page because it tells me right here. Okay, so your links are working. So if for any reason your library pages are not updating, that simply means that the site that you have just needs to be defined or redefined in order to make it work. So let's take a look at your carousel. I think I'm going to go to the next question. And probably a lot of your issues are all resorting from the same thing. That's why I'm doing this demonstration. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to go into your menu top page to select your Pro Touring. Use the point to file tool, go to whatever page, go to the one column page here in the pages folder and try linking it. Save. Okay, now keep in mind, if you have a page open when you do that, say you have the About page open, right? Don't. Close all your actual web pages down and have just the menu top library page open when you do this. The reason being is in Dreamweaver, if you have pages that are open while you're updating a library item, you have to then save the page before you can preview it, or you won't see any changes. Okay, so you have InfoBox Carousel. So let's go to that. Let's go to that component, the InfoBox Carousel, because you're probably going to, it sounds like you're going to use this. And the More button right here, that is the thing that you're going to be linking. Nothing else. You can maybe link the picture if you want to, but the More button is the one we want to link. So this is the first box. This is the second box. You can just go by the pictures, obviously, right? Third, fourth. And what we can try to do here is let's do two things. Let's see if this works. I'm going to click on the first picture here. I'm going to use see the link right here? I'm going to take this and link this to the Fessler Arms. Probably not even the right page. Of course it's not the right page, but I'm going to drop it onto the Fessler Arms page right there. And then I'm going to go to the More link right down here. I'm going to double click on the word More, and I'm going to do the same thing. Fessler Arms. I'm going to save the page, and this is it's just these 2 pages, and I'm going to hit Update. Should take about 2 seconds. There we go. We're done. Files updated too. Good. I'm going to go back to the page I have up here. Go to the home page, and let's go take a look. If I hover over the info box carousel, see I hover over the picture? Look down here. It tells me it's going to the Fessler Arms page. If I click that, Fessler Arms. Perfect. And back here, I'm going to go back, and if I click the More button, same thing. Boom. So, the picture and the More link, using the Point to File tool right here, point to the page you want. Now, if your page isn't created yet, you have to go and create that page first. So whatever you want to link your info box to, or your info boxes to, you have to first create those pages, right? And then you can link them using that tool. Okay, I'm looking at the 3-piece wheels. Let's preview it in a browser because that actually looks right. So let's go and see what we can do here. I'm going to hover over here, and you see down in the corner, it tells me the link. I click, and boom, we're there. So I'm not sure what... make sure you're clearing your browser cache. Okay, if you're using Internet Explorer, don't use Firefox or Chrome. They're way better browsers for testing and developing. But right off the bat, your Fessler 3-piece wheel set, if I click on a link here, it takes me to the same picture. So I'd say you're in good shape there. So there's no problem with that. But clear your browser cache or switch to a new browser. If you use Firefox, whenever you make an update, you just hit the reload button here. Right? You may have to do that once or twice, but then any changes you've made will reload in the browser. So that's about a 7-minute video. I'm going to stop at this so you can absorb all this information and run through what I've done.